Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode. Today, we have a crypto tax pro that is going to give a whole bunch of insights for newcomers to crypto, experts alike, tips and tricks on what to expect for reporting your taxes for crypto, and ways that you can very easily alleviate maybe your tax responsibilities and keep a hold of more of your profits. So his name is Joe Reiben, and thank you for joining us, Joe.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
So talking about regulations and how different countries are kind of reacting to this, we're seeing like the SEC again with Ripple reacting and kind of being reactive, right, instead of being proactive. So, and also what recently happened with FinCEN and their proposed for rules for how you KYC into privately held wallets off of an exchange. Do you think it can get to the point where they kind of go too far with regulation and they might regret that? And is it ever reasonable to think that a government would retract the regulations to make it more friendly?
Oh, do I think every asset class can be overregulated, and some are? Of course. Of course. Yeah. I mean, until we're still applying a 1930s test to tech 100 years later, that makes no sense. With the Howey test with the SEC. And Malta is a great example, honestly. I love the country, loved what they tried to do, but the MFSA, the regulatory body, in 2018 set up a 3-part blockchain bill that was supposed to be great. I brought companies over there, and then they overreached and started taxing everything and started just controlling everything and limiting the scope so much that we had to relocate elsewhere so that we could actually run our company and not be paying 18 to 25% VAT taxes for every trade of every trader in the EU, which is just onerous for a company. So there are well-intentioned governments that just overreach. There's also those that overreach on purpose that want to have a hand in everything and really centralize it, control it, so that their equivalent of Wall Street or even Wall Street can kind of take over the industry in their country, moving forward. And I don't subscribe to that either, because we all know the spirit of crypto, the spirit of development of Bitcoin was to have autonomy, was to kind of step away from that centralized banking, was to control your own assets and control your own asset class. So I definitely subscribe to that, and I don't like what some of these governments do with the overreach.
Yeah, I read an article recently talking about the need for an amnesty program with crypto for reporting, and how they, I think it was 10 years ago or something, they had a similar amnesty program for offshore accounts, and they raked in like $11 billion after allowing people just to come through and have really limited or like no fees or penalties really for that. So do you think it's likely that the IRS would go that way, rather than really doing kind of the strong-handed scare tactics approach that they've done so far with these letters they've been sending out? What do you think?
That's a really good question. I think the IRS is being proactive in a couple of ways. They are adding crypto questions to their tax returns, and I think they are leaving them somewhat open-ended because they don't fully understand the scope of the industry yet. But I think it's a good start. However, I do, the IRS, I think they collect 24 or 27 cents on every dollar that's owed to them, historically. So it's one of those things where they will take what they can get, really. But that's not to dissuade anybody from filing and from reporting, because like I said before, the penalties for tax evasion are a lot higher than under reporting, where they do let you correct it and they do let you fix it if they do have a problem with it. So it is at that good faith stage. But yeah, I think there may be in the future some amnesty program, and the IRS does allow you to go back and correct tax returns, and change your refund amount for up to 3 years. You can also refile returns before that, but they don't have to accept, it's one of those things that it's a case by case basis they'll analyze. But they can adjust your refund amount for 3 years, regardless of what you file. So that is a good way to go back and really take advantage of, honestly, the last bull run to this bull run where everybody finally made money, and kind of claim some losses but still have some cash outs there. There's a good way to do that with your cost basis, like I was talking about before.